my goodness, we are getting fed this quarantine. Chungha, GOT7, and A Pink all released new comebacks. Ugh, what could go wrong? Well, isn't that a surprise, huh? Just when we thought the K-pop community couldn't even get any more bizarre, we have a new K-pop group, which is Kaachi, and their debut Your Turn just came out yesterday or a couple days ago, and so I watched it. I also watched the producer's reaction and Q&A video toward the questions and comments and concerns, and there is a lot to unpack here. From cultural appropriation to shipping and shaming, this group has already been through a lot, despite not even posting a music video. Like, all of those rumors, all the tea had happened before the music video even dropped. Like, whoa. It's such a shame that I have to start my channel off this way, because I had an introduction video for my bias and bias records, but this just came up like out of nowhere. So here we are talking about this instead. For some reason, in case you don't know who Kaachi is, they are a 4-member K-pop group that originates from London, making them kind of the first, and 3 out of the 4 of them aren't Korean. Yeah. One member is, and that's Coco, and she barely appeared in the music video, and her lines are mostly shared with another member. We'll get to the song in a moment. Right now, it's time to discuss, honestly, who they are and what they've done to gain so much attention and traction, which isn't that positive. Starting off with the obvious issue that this girl group didn't even originate in Korea. 3 out of the 4 of the members aren't Korean. Like Chunso, homegirl's real name is Ruth. Like, really? Like, I understand, you know, stage names and all. Coco has one even there. But Jay-Z at least kept his stage name within a native language that he speaks. And adding on top of that, the Korean in the song isn't good at all. Even native Korean speakers are having trouble understanding what they're saying, even though it's supposed to be considered a K-pop song. That's already a red flag right there. And adding on to that, the singing is below standard, the rapping is, I mean, you've heard it, and the dancing is okay at best. And that's kind of what happens when you don't come from originally South Korea, because the cultural differences are just too heavy in the way the system works. Idols put years and years into practicing, only up for someone out of nowhere in the middle of the UK to just come out and do this? There's a reason it looks like that. But the producer did state in the Q&A video addressing the rumors that each member had to have at least 5 years in vocal training or dancing training, and that's kind of baffling. You can kind of see it. Even all the members know where they're supposed to be positioned and what part, what moves they're supposed to be doing, so obviously training did go into it. It's just that, was it the same training that the K-pop idols went through, or was it a different training because it was in the UK? That whole Q&A video honestly seemed kind of dodgy to me. It rubbed me the wrong way, especially when the comment was brought up about Ruth's, stage name, and the producer started using Coco as a bridge between the two, and stating why Coco had used her name Coco, which is because she liked chocolate, if you're wondering. But that didn't address our problem, which was that Ruth really shouldn't use that name.
Why Ruth is the only member with stage name? Coco has stage name. Do you know why Coco, his name is Coco? Because she likes chocolate.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I guess she answered the question fairly, but the problem is that Ruth, I don't really think Ruth should have that name. I guess her name is Chunso, I should be calling her that, but I don't know if this is racist, but it just don't feel right. And the video also addressed the Johnny and Jungkook rumors, but even though I would like to take the producer's word for it, I still think there's a high probability that they did say it, and I'm just gonna believe that they did. And that's super unfortunate because that As If It Was Your Last dance cover looked like it should be their last dance cover. But I think this video has gotten kind of disrespectful enough. I think it's time to ease up on them and kind of talk about what I like about the group, even though it's super hard to find. What I like is that there's actual passion, and you can see that especially in Nicole and Ruth. You can see that they really want to do this and they really want to be out there and be considered idols. Even though this was one of the worst ways to go about it, you can still see it in the way they dance and the way that they have their expressions. Like, they look like they want to do this, which is so bittersweet because they're so happy about this and they're just getting barraged, but it must be done when you just do something that you're really just not obligated to do. The company looked like they're all for pushing this forward too. I mean, they had the sets, they had the costumes, they have the whole shebang. Like, they have it ready. I just think they should have just went about this a different way. Honestly said, inspired by K-pop rather than K-pop would have been so much safer. If it was just pop inspired by K-pop in English, listen, things wouldn't be so bad. I mean, the producer even looked happy herself when she was talking about the fandom name. Even though she was reading those hate comments, she still was willing to talk about the group. And I'm not saying I'm a proud Kaachi or anything, but I'm willing to give them a chance that they turn this around. Because honestly, they're humans too. I don't know if they're behind the whole scheme or not, but if they can change and if they could really just switch things out just a little bit, things will be a lot easier for them. Enough about the group. Time for the actual song and the performance. First of all, I'm not gonna be the one, I didn't say this, but
It's Kaachi!
in all seriousness, I actually do hate the instrumental of the song along with the chorus. Don't, like, maim me for not understanding, but are they saying that the way it is part, the way it is, or the way it is? Like, I can't post much of the audio because I'm sure I'm gonna get copyrighted, but which way is it? Is it the quicker or slower version? Because I'm still having trouble. Also, that rap, we can't get over that. We can't just skip over that. Danny, let's just say that there is always room for improvement. I mean, I feel like I would sound the same if I was thrown out there and I had to be told rap. I would sound most definitely like that. And so that's why I kind of don't like talking about this, because coming from someone who doesn't even know remotely what it's like to live or train as an idol, and to be coming for people who have actually been out there and trained, it feels kind of wrong. I'm not gonna lie, like, it feels kind of hypocritical, but I feel like even then, I still have room as someone who's supposed to be like a consumer of whatever they're giving out to be a reviewer and say, yeah, this isn't good. It's not negative. I hope this didn't come out as negative. It's just, there's just room for improvement. And I mean that when I said earlier that I legitimately want to see them change, because I see potential. Obviously, they have the heart, they have the mindset. All they need to do is just get that emotion through physically, and we'll be off to a good start. The next thing to talk about is the music video, which was fine. You know, they had their costumes, they had the sets, but it looked cool. They had the little skit too with Chunso. And I don't know if that's the reason why she got so much screen time, but Chunso got a lot. I guess maybe they're trying to push this thing that it's her era, if there is another, and Coco got nothing, like jack shit, she got nothing. I didn't see her apart from when she was with the groups. I don't think she had not one solo moment, and if she did, that's a shame that I forgot that she did, because there's no footage of Coco. There's a little bit of Danny, there's a little bit of Nicole, but Chunso took over that music video. In terms of the As If It Was Your Last dance cover and the Your Turn choreo, it was giving me real school talent show vibes. It was like Nicole had practiced the dance like 5 days in advance and practiced all the way up to the day. Chunso practiced a good 4, Miso practiced 3 days before, and then Danny practiced the day of. And that's super unfortunate because if you're out here making fun of idols for being lazy, then you go up there and give Jenny's role to Danny, who looked like that. Jenny, sweetie, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that you were shamed like that on stage. It was so disappointing. And I think that they can improve. I think that if she can make it this far into understanding the moves, it's like she just needs to put out just a little bit more. And then she'll be fine. I think that this group is very interesting. I think I want to see what's more in store for them. I wonder if they're going to have any B-sides. Is this just a single? Is Your Turn just a single? Because if there's some B-sides, I'm ready. Not to make fun of them, just to listen. I think they have potential. I think if they change things around a little bit, things won't be as bad. And I hope the Korean improves. Because, I mean, people reacted kind of mediocrely to EXP edition because even though their whole deal was westernized K-pop, they still at least spoke Korean kind of okay and it sounded okay, so they kind of flew by. And then this group sounds like this, and that's just, oh. So my hopes are that things change for them. That's what I'm gonna say, and I think that's what we can end the video on. Wait, weren't one of those girls friend with that botched mess, Ollie Lunt? Thank you so much for watching the video. You've made it to the end, I swear. This is the part where you actually put in your opinion in the comments. You let me know if there's anything I got wrong, anything that was misinterpreted, because this group is new and I do not want to spread any like fake stuff around or anything that's really bad about them other than the stuff that needed to be addressed. And plus, just put your own opinions. I could respond to those as well. I want to make response videos to show that I'm actually engaging with people who actually enjoy my stuff. And if you really enjoyed it, then just go ahead and do the usual, you know, subscribe or like. It will really help, and I'm happy that you've actually taken the time to watch it and make it this far. This was like a quick video that I kind of made in around a day, just to get on the Kaachi train and make sure my 2 cents were put in, and my actual introduction video will be posted after this, and then I think I'll have my response video after that. But thank you so much for stopping by.